Sara, she is just like you.
If you are in your 20s, 30s and 40s and have yet not found a man, then you know what I am talking about. Are you on a groom hunt? Are you advancing your career and are in a conflict whether to get married or settle down with the next guy on the block? Are you going through a groom hunt? Are you going through an ordeal where your relatives, anxious parents and your colleagues are after you to get married? So you go through an auditioning process week after week, month after month, trying to answer all kinds of questions related to your height, weight, educational background and your hobbies, singing, dancing and so forth. Are you a woman on a groom hunt? Are you so fed up with this whole marriage mania that you have resorted to Brahmins, tarot readers, palmists, astrologers who seem to have a perfect answer, perhaps a perfect match, or perhaps the right way that you should be able to live and find a perfect man for you? Are you on a groom hunt who is constantly being rushed around by your relatives to register on various kinds of websites? Then you know what I am talking about. Sometimes an ideal man just comes across your way and passes by like an express train and you wonder what went wrong. So then you surrender to the plan of the universe and feel that perhaps God has a better plan for you. Are you a woman on a groom hunt? So Jenifer, could you please tell us that why finding a groom is such a big ordeal in our culture, you know, where a girl is constantly being pushed by relatives and anxious parents to find a groom for herself?
See, we live in India, and in India we see that when a person comes to a marriageable age, that is 20s, 30s, then what happens is there's a lot of pressure from the society and the parents and friends and relatives that when the person is getting married, and God forbid if we reach 40 and you're still not married, then in India they really consider that you are an outcast, and you know they don't give you much respect. They look down upon you. The main that is why this is the main cause of why, you know, these days the youth, they are making so many mistakes because they take a hasty decision in marriage, because there is so much of pressure from society and parents that by 20s or 30s they have to get married, because the biological clock is also ticking, that in a hurry they just meet the person once, twice or date a few times and then take a decision and jump into the marriage. That is the main reason why so many divorces are happening, because you know, they do not have the youth does not have the maturity to really know what kind of partner to choose. In a hurry they are just jumping into any person whom they like for a few meetings, and they take a wrong decision. So my advice is that people should first know what exactly they want. They should have clarity what kind of person are they looking for, and they should do a lot of self-realization that what kind of strengths the person has himself and what kind of weaknesses he has, and you know, improve the strengths also. This why I'm saying, see, everybody has expectations from the life partner. So if by unfortunately the expectations are not met, then the person is very disappointed and disillusioned. So I suggest that people should not have too many expectations. They should be more simple, conservative and humble at the time of taking a decision, and they should live in reality. What is happening is that the youth today, they are really enamored by good looks, and the girls want a tall, handsome guy with a good personality, and you know, like having a car, having a bungalow, having a house, having a lot of money and a good financial stability. The boys want a girl who is model material, and she's tall, she's pretty, and she's got an hourglass figure, and she speaks well, and she's educated abroad. But you know, they do not understand that beyond this, what they should look in a life partner, apart from the external factors. Because after marriage, when the attraction becomes less and love goes out of the window, in their day-to-day living, it is basically the basic nature and character of a person with surfaces which you have to deal with. And suppose the money, if somebody has married somebody for money, and one day if the money is not there, then what is the marriage worth? Because you have actually married the person for money, and if the money is not there, what is left in marriage? So this is the reason why I advise our youth that they should not go for external things like money and looks. They should see to it what they should be able to understand the other person, and the other person, they should see to it the other person understands her.
So Jenifer, could you please tell that what should a woman who is on a groom hunt should see in her prospective partner? Because during dating, generally one is so colorblind, that one fails to see, the most important thing, that is, how the person's character is, or how he's consciously, really active, consciously active enough to be able to take responsibility for her life, because parents and the whole society forces a woman to see, the height and the weight and compatibility and physical compatibility and status and educational background. But personally, I feel that one should take into matter the character of the person that one is likely to get married, because that is what is going to stand you in good, times when your, other things have fallen apart.
These days the youth, they are getting affected by the Western society, and they are going by external factors like looks and money. So which is why they are making a lot of mistakes in a hurry. They are basically looking for physical attraction and fulfilling their physical needs, and after which the attraction, when it gets over, then they leave the partner. We have seen many times when NRIs who come from abroad to India and to check out girls, they just meet the girl once or twice, and the parents of the girl are in a hurry to get her married off to that NRI, thinking that the world abroad is very nice and the person is very well educated. So what happens is, many times the girls get cheated like this. I have a case, somebody came to me, a girl's parents, that her daughter had met an NRI from US, and he gave her a very rosy picture of the world out there. He just met her twice, got married to her, and then he went away. And then she got her visa and then went to US, and there she saw that he was not giving her attention and not giving her love, and he just had married for the sake of pleasing his own family. So the poor girl felt very lonely and upset and depressed, and she had to come back, and she was affected a lot mentally, which is why the mother came to me and to take counseling to improve the girl's behavior.
Sometimes when we are humble enough, we seek someone who is equal to us in terms of maybe finance, educational and emotional immaturity. But we are human beings. We have great expectations and great demands. So we always want someone who's potentially, better than us financially and looks wise and education wise. So we have an ideal template, like a romantic template in our mind, and we want that person, our groom, to be able to fit into that romantic template, our mind, which is always fantasizing and romanticizing, being able to find some suitable partner. So what is that kind of practical steps that you as a marriage counselor would guide our girls, our women in general, to be able to take, so that the friends and relatives and anxious parents who are supporting her to be able to find someone who is not only a married partner but also someone who can be a companion for lifetime?
When the girl's parents are looking for a match for her, they should make sure that they do a background check of the boy and check about the boy's reputation and the family reputation, how it is in the society, what is the character of the boy and what is his nature like. They should check up his work profile, how much financial stability he has, whether he can take the responsibility of marrying the girl and starting a life with her and have kids in the future. So they have to do a lot of inquiry so that the future of the girl is safe.
When a girl is getting married, I feel that she should, or when she reaches a marriageable age, she should often ask herself that am I really prepared mentally, physically and intellectually to be able to take responsibility for my marriage? Am I really grounded in my reality along with my fantasies? I'm not getting so carried away by fantasies, but am I really grounded in my reality to be able to take responsibility? Because a marriage, as someone has said, is not an anniversary to anniversary. It is minute by minute decisions, daily challenges that you have to deal with. Because once one is married, then as the wheel of dharma starts rolling, and various kinds of issues like old age, sickness and death kind of takes up, and kind of really churns you up. So that is a time when a person has to be really grounded and independent, matured enough to be able to take responsibility. So Jenifer, could you really tell us how a woman, while she is independent and in her bonus years, that is before her marriage, should prepare herself to be able to take responsibility in her marriage, or rather how she should first train herself to be a right partner, to be able to kind of take responsibility for the partner and be that really have that compatible match as her marriage takes on.
The parents of the girl should ensure that they reveal the medical history of the girl to the groom, so that after marriage, if there is any health issue with the girl, the boy and the boy's family can look after her and deal with it, and are prepared to deal with her medical problem. Similarly, the boy should reveal to the girl whatever medical history he has, and if he has any problem in his body or his mental health or physical health, so that the girl can also take the right decision. And if there's a health issue after marriage, she too can look after the boy and give the required medical aid easily and fast.
So Jenifer, there are millions of viewers who are watching us worldwide and trying to seek guidance from Sara. So would you be able to give a final take as to how these women who are searching a groom for themselves are able to find someone suitable and be happily married?
A girl, when she chooses a partner, she should pray to the higher self, that is God in universe, to ask for correct wisdom to choose the right partner.
Famous French author Montaigne has said that when passion fades away, what should emerge is compassion. So when a woman can feel the same kind of love that she feels for her child, with that kind of intensity she continues to love her husband, then she can let go and forego and forgive all the shortcomings of her husband. And that is the time when true love emerges. It is said that even after 25 years of marriage, if you can feel the same kind of love and your love has deepened over the years, then it is true love. Otherwise, it is just a mere fantasy, a childish view of life. So I hope that while you are on your groom hunt, you are not living in a mere fantasy or an illusion which breaks off many marriages, where a person, a wife or a mother or a woman is not able to build her married life with patience and perseverance. It is only through such invested efforts that a happy married life is built. Wish you happy groom hunting.
Sara, 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 she is just like you. Sara, 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 she is just like you. No more tears, no more doubt, no more pretense. Now I will walk along the path of happiness. My heart is brimming with courage and joy, and I will grow with my might every day. Sara, 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 she is just like you. Sara, 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 she is just like you. And this is a song of total victory, and I determine, no matter what, I'll surely win. No matter what, I'll surely win. Never give up never give in to reaffirm my youthful love. Everywhere I see Sara, 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 Sara. She is just like you. Sara, 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 Sara. She is just like you. Sara, she's just like you.